and pollen. You get? So they are feeding the other side. You see the way they are active? Getting the syrup. And I told you that for us here we feed bees because we want them to multiply very fast, reproduce very fast. Don't go and tell the farmer that you feed your bees to get honey. Honey is 80 kg. But for us here, when I get this bar, to start a new colony is 50,000. In just 21 days, I'm producing bees full on this bar. So I make money very fast. I'm producing queen bees. Those boxes, you have many queen bees we are here. Using the other cells I showed you, there I have over 1,000 queens, which I'm going to just divide this. That's why I'm dividing these two stands. We put many boxes with the queen bees to start a colony. So when you're collecting pollen, you have to make sure that it is a flowering season. Right now it is a death season, meaning there are no flowers. So when you see bees are just coming without pollen, meaning it is a dry period. So you wait for a flowering season and you collect pollen. So another thing, people say bees are aggressive. They hide like this. Me, when someone come in this apiary with this, I know this person fears bees. I can't allow this person to touch the hive. Because we will shake, we will make it pour this hive down and bring problem. I will not allow. But me, I always operate like this.
Just the way you are.
Of course I'm. You're seeing already.
And you open inside.
So now this is what? Propolis. When you are inspecting the hive, we look for propolis. I told you this is a kg 35 of propolis, and you know they use for cough, toothache, this. So we want to check for the pests, for the Spasidia cells. So this hive tool, I told you we use this. You see this propolis, because here we have been opening. Otherwise they seal here propolis here to cross all the entrances. The space between these two combs is a bee space between combs where bees move. It is only 4 millimeters. So that's why on this bars we have this thing, so that to leave the space in between. So we said this serves the two. It is a hive tool and also a frame grid. So you first use this to lift. You make sure you don't press the bees, because when you press them is when they sting you. You see, when you put here, they be reacting, coming to you. Okay? They move on you, they massage you. They only sting you when you press them. You're killing them, they are defending themselves. So you have to bring this, you lift. You get? You lift. After lifting, you have to use this for those people who fear bees. Like this. You get? So you make sure you have to hold it tight. You lift. You used to lift like this. But this one, you have to be careful, because when you forget and release it, you break the combs, you agitate the bees, will react because you're beating them down. They react, you guys, you're killing us. They start stinging. That's why I don't prefer this. But for the purpose of people coming up with innovations and studies, I demonstrate. The best way is just hold the comb. You make sure you don't press the bees. Okay? Like this. Okay? So when you lift this, you check whether your honey is mature, right? The mature honey, it must be sealed like this. You see this? Like soap. This is mature honey. But this shiny liquid, this honey is not mature. It is still containing water. So when you harvest this type of honey, it can't stay more than 5 days. It's going to ferment. Tastes like alcohol. That's why you go to people selling honey. They say by the other day the honey smells like alcohol. Tastes like alcohol. It is a bitter one. They are harvesting honey which is not like mature honey. So when you are harvesting, you look for this. That's why when you harvest your honey, you process it. It's very hard to sell it, because people nowadays, consumers, are very wise. They say you must be having a license. But now companies which are buying honey like Donado, where you have to register, they give you a certificate, you pay some money, so that when you harvest your products, you'll be selling to them. So for them, when you're selling to them honey, you make sure you harvest honey in form of combs. Meaning you come with your brush, you whip them off the combs. So for them, they go and check whether your honey is mature or not mature. In case it is not mature, they reduce the price. In case it is mature, they increase the price. So they process something which they are very sure. So these are worker bees. You're seeing them of the small size. These are worker bees. So this is a bar. A bar now like this is very heavy. When you turn it like this, it breaks. You turn it to an angle. You get? But when you just turn like this, you break it. By the time we inspect all this hive, you've broken most of the combs. And me who is breeding them interested in the combs, because when you see inside, you see egg. And lovely. Very nice. I want them to produce very fast. So when I break even a single comb, it is a loss to me, because I'm throwing out the eggs. And whenever a comb breaks, you should not carry it back. It is going to rot, attract insects, produce a bad smell, forces bees to abscond. Absconding is when bees leave the hive permanently. That's the first thing when we are inspecting. So we are looking for a queen bee. So you check like this, the side. Also when you're checking, you look for supercilia cells. So these are pupa stage. You see this? This is not honey. These are worker bees which are going to hatch. The pupa stage. You get? This is honey. You see the difference? That's why I was telling you that the Langstroth hive, it has a box like you see that one. The top box is where they keep on the honey. But with KTPs, they mix honey with the brood. Just like the way you're seeing here. You're seeing the younger bees down and the honey up. So of course, you did destroying the younger bees. You have to cut off the comb with the honey you take, the rest you throw out. You're destroying. By the other one, they keep on the honey in the upper box. The brood down. Because the queen bee can't move up, the queen excluder prevents the queen bee from moving the lower box to move up to lay the eggs.
What you have harvested before, you can't take it back again for further brooding.
If I cut a comb, I put it back. I
Like
told you
this side of the brood.
it is going to rot. It's going to produce a bad smell, and these are sensitive to a bad smell. They have scorn. So you also check for.
But other farmers take those combs.
Others eat them, the younger bees. Yes. There's also royal jelly, of course, in the younger. There's a lot of royal jelly. So bees are good at romancing.
Yeah, they do romance.
So they just romance you very nicely. But you shouldn't throw them when they move on.
Oh, wow.
So when you're also checking, I said we check for a queen bee. You look for supercilia cells. And this is how a supercilia cell looks like.
What is it?
You see this? You see this? These are supercilia cells for raising queen bee. This one you're seeing here, these are for raising drone worker bees. For drone bees, they do the same white but with yellow. These are for queens, these are for worker bees. So as a beekeeper, when you're inspecting, your interest is to make sure that they don't raise another queen bee. Because when they raise another queen bee, they divide and they leave, others remain here. And for you're interested in workforce, so that they can collect honey, pollen very fast. But when they divide and reduce, you'll be making a loss. So that's why we say inspect on a weekly basis.
What do you do? Every week.
I break it off.
You throw it. Where do you keep it?
I break it and I throw it.
Must. Does the population affect them?
Of course, like in other animals, overstocking is a problem. That's for them naturally, they reduce overstocking. But for us, we are using this box for them to divide very fast, because these are warm-blooded animals. They require that temperature. So when we put in a small box, they multiply very fast. So me every week I be coming to remove one bar like this with this.
You
you put in another.
I replace the other bars. This one to go and start another colony.
Oh.
That's why I told you we are multiplying this to produce colonies to go and colonize as farmers hive. So when I remove this with the bees, to fill that box, it only requires me 2 weeks.
So you first put there the queen, then you come for this one.
I leave here the queen. I only carry this without a queen. So when I take it there, I get a queen from those boxes. Those boxes are for raising queen. We have over 1,000 queens there. So I get one queen, I give it to start another colony. This one I leave there old queen here with smaller bees to start keep on multiplying. I give empty bars to construct more comb. So we are looking for a queen bee.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
But here in the villages, there's some chemicals they do use to get those bees.
They used to.
They used to get the bees to put
They
in
do
the hives.
baiting. We spoke of baiting. I think for you were not in the lab. Were you there?
I wasn't there.
Then you have to get a retake.
Oh.
So this is a queen bee. How it looks?
For it is larger than those ones.
Yes.
Big nyash.
Yeah. So we are checking for it here. So this is a queen bee. You seeing it? Everyone is going to see. You seeing how long it is? Here.
Looks weird.
You see? Here. You seeing how long it is? This is a queen. Are you seeing the weight is unique from the rest of the bee? Very long. Eh? This is a queen. Have you seen? It doesn't eat honey, it only royal jelly. Yeah, this one they eat honey and pollen. So that's how a queen bee looks like.
So if you to harvest, for how long do you take that? Harvesting honey?
So honey, for us here in Uganda mostly, they harvest twice in a year. Twice in a year. That's how we harvest. It takes only 6 months.
6
From
months.
the time of setting. But it depends on the nectar. In case you have a lot of nectar, even 3 weeks you get honey. That's why I tell people every day you can harvest the honey. But the quantity
Matters.
So me here, only one bar. When I lift this without a queen, I leave a queen here, I get only this. I get a new queen there, I give it in another box. 2 weeks, they have already, because this one is for 3 birds. Just this one's white. So I only need one with the queen bee to start a new colony. That colony I sell it 50,000. So meaning one box like this, in 21 days, it can produce for me 6 colonies. So when you get 6 times 50 in 21 days, I'm making money. That's why we feed them. Hello. And now Jebali. Yeah, I'm here with some research student in the apiary, the intern student. Ngameka. I have 2. For selling, the rest are for breeding. Yeah? Yeah, they are local. Okay. So that's what we do here. We produce queen bees. We are producing this colonies. We are selling pollination service. So I take this box in case you want pollination. Like you have any acre of avocado, tangerine, flowers in greenhouses. Take. So in a are willing to pay. That's why you're not seeing them here. I told you we have 1,000 hives. We have a lot of them out there. Simple money in beekeeping. As people are looking for honey, people are moving to high value things. People think bees are aggressive, but just understand the biology and handle the bees.
Just feel free.
Something very simple everyone is understanding the skill. When you can do at home something very few. Get contracts with farmers, because when you move out there, most of the beekeepers, they are keeping empty hives. You go to their farms and check empty hives. You get empty. But have you seen anyone here lacking a bee? We have every box. Many of them they have bees, because we multiply our bees, give them simple things. You get simple knowledge and you make your money, even if you're working another job, but you're doing that.
This side dish.
Side dish. Now, many organizations are putting money in beekeeping, because you know you can't get crops without pollination. Okay? So simple, just understand the biology. People will tell you bees are aggressive, you don't have anyone got star. It is about understanding the biology. But you people, you're going at night. You're going to fight, you push, you're fighting with the bees actually. And I told you, when you fear, you release adrenaline in your body. Bees can detect a fear hormone in you.
Oh.
Because when that hormone, you release it, you'll be shaking everything. So we are done. Another group.
Excuse me, sir.
So we are many guys. Those people are waiting. So we are still meeting, because for us we work here throughout. In case you're interested, you can even create actually a WhatsApp group. You drop there your question.
What a video.
I told you there are many.
Okay. For in case of the flowers to be used or natural trees, what are good ones to be used?
So when you come back here next week, that's why we are making these plots.
Okay.
We are going to plant different flowers. So that when you come here at 2, you see bees here. At 3, you see bees here. At 4, you see bees here. So you can give those people and
Okay.